Okay, here we are. We're getting our head down, in other words. Getting it down real good. And working on this area between the ears and where the neck comes up, in other words. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit on the chest. And here. So you just sort of basically, you work around the animal, as I said before, getting it down to what you want it to be. Now, in your cuts, as you work around, you're going to find out that you're going to have to change cuts a lot, in other words. In other words, what I'm saying is, as you begin to cut, you're going to feel that the wood is not going to be that easy in that specific place. Well, simply turn around and change your cut, in other words. That's what you do. Turn around and change your cut, and it will be much, much easier. Okay. I'm going to go back up to the tail a little bit more because that's kind of, as I've told you, that's my center point. A little bit. Take a little bit more off of it. And as you see, it's slowly beginning to really take the shape that you want it to be now. Of course, as your legs get thinner and thinner, you want to be careful. You don't want to go too strong on them. In other words, put too much pressure on them. So just slowly. Like I said, I'm going a lot faster than you will go, but that's okay. I'm trying to demonstrate this. Now, these legs are definitely going to have to come down some, but I'm going to thin him just a little bit more in this area. But as you can see from behind, you see how the legs are separated now, and you see how they're beginning to take shape, and how they're starting to look, it's starting to thin out, look like a dog. Kind of working on the legs a little bit. I like to work around. I get kind of bored if I just completely do one thing for a long period of time. And I know that in the end, it's all going to even up anyway. It's going to have to even up. So if you work on the legs a little bit, that's fine. If you want to work on a specific part, that's fine. But I kind of work around it. See, like in the front here, see how, of course, these legs are still, but they're slowly getting to the point where we want them. See how I change the motion of the cut, in other words, sort of give that. And the last thing is going to be basically your legs as you bring them down. Get your legs down the way you want them to. Bringing this tail to a point. Now, as you work on this tail, you want to, as you get further up on it and it thins out, you don't want to put too much pressure on it. That's why I like to push cut. Kind of put it up against my knee here. Take a little bit off at a time. Don't be in a hurry. See how we're doing? Take a little bit off at a time. Not putting a lot of pressure on it. See that? Look at that. Main thing is don't get in a hurry. Don't get in a hurry. Just take your time. Because there ain't no use, unless you're... As I'll use my knee as sort of a kind of bringing that leg, that back leg. See, I'm kind of cocking it a little bit with a knife. See how that did? Where it cocks it a little bit more. Of course, these ears are going to have to come down. See that? Too thick. Just kind of go on each side, watch it.